Hey guys, how are you today? I am going to wait 1 second before we begin just to say hello to all of you and to find out, can you hear me? Can you see me? How does it look on your end? I have not live streamed for quite some time and I had a few technical problems, but I'm really excited to be here. I have missed you and we have something important to talk about today. So just put it in the chat. Let me know if you have any problems whatsoever during the chat, during the live stream. Okay, Rose says that I can be seen and heard, so that's good. So today I want to share with you my story in purchasing a DJI Osmo Pocket camera and the the issues that I've had with the product itself, customer service, and getting a good product in my hands. This is not going to be a video that complains or reviews the product itself, complains about. The product itself is right here. This is DJI Osmo Pocket. It is a tiny vlogging camera, and as you can see here, at the moment it is working, but I did have some difficulties. Now, this is not a cheap product. Normally it's about 500 Canadian dollars. And I did some shopping around and I went to the Osmo official DJI website and I thought, okay, it would be best to go straight to the source for a good product. And what I did was I purchased a refurbished unit. The reason normally I would not go for a refurbished unit, especially on such an expensive product, but I went for refurbished because it was from DJI, straight from the manufacturer. And so I did that early July. I made the order. I think it was July 6th. It was definitely beginning of summer, and a couple weeks later the product came in the mail, and I ordered some accessories, and I was very excited to get started because I do a lot of vlogging, and I had just started the new channel with my husband, and I wanted to have a smaller, more convenient camera to carry around with me. So I received the product, and almost immediately upon the box coming in the door, I opened the box and I started to test it out. At first, everything looked pretty cool. I hooked up my phone to it and I walked around and I did some test vlogging, and then I put it on playback. And here's where the problem came in. The audio was completely damaged. So that's very, very frustrating because I know that the Osmo Pocket has a place where you can plug in an external mic. However, I want the audio on the Osmo Pocket to work as well because sometimes if I have like separate audio, then I will still require the audio on the Osmo. And sometimes I'm in a hurry. I just want to grab something and go. So the audio on the Osmo Pocket is really important to me. The playback on the videos that I took sounded like this. There was absolutely nothing usable in it. So I quickly went on to the Osmo website and I checked their policies for a refund or return or a replacement unit, and I was a little bit surprised with the policies. So this is where my story starts because it's really important when you order from someone, especially an expensive electronic product. It's really important that you know ahead of time what the support is going to be like. I did purchase the Osmo Shield, which is the warranty for the Osmo and everything, because I do have a friend, Tim Day, who has ended up with some damage to his Osmo Pocket. And this would be when he was in Canada visiting with John and myself, and the Osmo went for a little trip. So the Osmo Shield was something that I thought is a good idea. He was able to get a replacement product. Now, let me just get some water. I'm going to show you some of the things on the website and let you know what the policies actually are. Okay. So I went online, and the first thing that struck me was their return and refund service is 7 calendar days from receiving the product. So right away I was thinking, uh-oh, I have to hurry and deal with this, because 7 days is not a lot. In fact, a lot of people order things and they'll just let it sit for 7 days before they actually get to it. And if you're going to order an Osmo Pocket, I warn you, 7 days. Okay, so don't let it sit, test it right away. So 7 days, and what you need to do is you need to contact DJI, and they have a bunch of things listed on their website as to what you need to do for them to process either your refund or replacement. So it's really important to read that and to know ahead of time what the refund policy is. The refund instructions are there as well. Contact the support, and it says here, contact online support to apply for a return and refund. Now, here's where things get a little sticky. I did this and it did not really work out too well for me. Let me explain. So the first thing I did was I called. Okay, there's a phone number. I like to speak to somebody, and so I called and I waited. There's a message. It was kind of hard to understand, but the gist of it was there is a delay because of COVID-19 and your wait might be longer. Well, it was definitely longer. I waited for almost an hour, and then I decided to give up and try a different route. So that was phoning. The next thing I did was I went to online chat, because I know that DJI chat, I've been on there before, they answer right away. There are 2 chats for DJI. There is the sales chat, and then there is the technical chat. I tried both. I spoke to the technical chat person, and they said, I'm sorry, for this situation, you need to call. And I said, well, I have called, and there's a long wait. He said, I'm sorry, but that's what you need to do. Or you can email. So I tried the other chat, and this was the sales chat. And the person that I spoke to there, and this is where it gets a little bit sticky. The person that I spoke to there said that I explained the situation, and he said that, I'm sorry, but for a replacement, you have to call. He would only be able to issue a refund. Now, when I was speaking to this person, it didn't quite seem to match up with what was online. I wish that I had like an audio of the actual conversation so that I could go back and check and see. But what I do remember from the conversation was the person on the, I'm sorry, but because it's damaged, then you're going to have to do the replacement, because I'm going to go through the refund process with you and send it back to them, and then they're going to say, no, this is damaged, and so it's not going to go through. So I thought, okay, I need to go through the replacement process. And at this point, I'm thinking, that's okay, because I still really want to try this camera. If I have a good little camera like this and I can take it with me, then it'll be good. Now, I see here that the video got stuck for a second. what I'd like to know, can you tell me in the chat, did you hear the part that I just told you about the person on the phone telling me about replacement versus refund? If you could tell me. All right. I'll just recap quickly. I spoke on the phone with somebody, and he said, this was the salesperson. He said that I'd have to call the number, the other number. I'm getting all confused because there's so many different support channels that DJI has. But this person said I had to contact DJI in the other department. So phone them or email them and tell them that I'd like a replacement, that he could not issue me a refund because the product was damaged. So he would have gone through the refund process. I would have sent it back. They would have checked the product to see if it was working. They would see that it was not working, and they would not be able to issue me the refund. So he told me to go the other avenue. So I did. I hope that you're hearing all this. I'm really sorry if there's any delays. I can see that there's a bit of stuttering in the video there, but I will do my best to keep up and make sure the whole story comes through. So I made another attempt. This time I decided I was going to email DJI. So I sent them an email. I said that my Osmo Pocket has arrived damaged. It doesn't work, and could you please either refund it or replace it for me? I got an email response, and let me show it to you. They keep doing this. As soon as you email them, they send you back an email that says your request has been received, affected by the spread of COVID-19. We've adjusted our after sales arrangements, and because of that, there will be a long response. So my thoughts are right now that, I have 7 days. But I thought, okay, I'm just going to wait. I started the process early. I emailed them. They sent me this response. I know there's a date on my original email. A few days later, I got a response. And the response was, let's see if I have it here for you. Thank you for contacting us. We're very sorry to hear about the unfortunate experience. They'd like to help me get the thing resolved, and they would like to replace the item, and these are the things that I have to do. Now, they didn't mention anything about a refund. I had already been told by the other gentleman that I could not get a refund because it was damaged, which doesn't make any sense to me. And I had said a replacement or refund, so he gave me the instructions for a replacement. So I'm thinking, okay, this is what I have to do. I followed all the rules. I got it in the specific packaging. There was a delay. They were supposed to send me a shipping label. It didn't come right away. There was another delay. So I finally got it all packaged up. I sent it back to them. There's a nice little online thing that they have where they will tell you what status your item is in. So if they've received it, if it's being repaired, if their inspection process has gone through, and if they're sending it back. So I waited, and now it is mid-August, and I finally received my replacement Osmo. So here it is, and it does work. I finally have the Osmo in my hand, and I get a chance to test it. So I tested it right away because I'm not really sure what the policy is at this point. I've now only, for the first time, received a working product, I hope. And if it's not working, then what are my options? Are they going to replace it again? Can I get my refund? Is it still 7 days? I have all of these questions. So I hook it up and I go up and I use it, and I I specifically used it without an external mic because I wanted to see how the audio was. And this time I took it out with me. The audio was okay. It really wasn't that usable for me. It sounded kind of echoey. There was a slight high-pitched whine. I'm not sure if that's just the way that the audio is on an Osmo Pocket or if it's just that this device still isn't working properly. Also, I just found the controls a little bit not that intuitive for me to use, and so I right away emailed back Osmo and I said, I have received my Osmo Pocket. Thank you for your service, even though it took like 2 months, but not quite 2 months. I'm still not happy with the product and I would like a refund. I got the COVID-19 response. I waited a few more days and then I got their final response. We're sorry, it's been more than 7 days, so we cannot issue you a refund. And I'm just blown away. Honestly, I'm so upset. Not now. I was so upset because the 7 days, to me, should not have started the first time that I got the Osmo Pocket. It should start the first time that I get a working Osmo Pocket. Also, the DJI employee told me when I first got the Osmo that I could not get a refund because the item had arrived damaged. I should have listened to my instincts at that point and checked into that more. When I read the refund policy, that is actually not the case. I should have pushed for a refund with the email person, the email support provider, and said that no, I don't want a replacement, I want a refund. However, it gets sticky because I did want to try out the Osmo Pocket. I wanted to try it. I purchased it for a reason and I was excited to get it. And so I was happy to go through the replacement process, even though it took so long. But now that I received a working product, and it's not to my needs, it's not working very well, it's not a product that's going to work for me, then I think that in good faith, the company should refund me my money, especially since it is expensive. So that is my story. And now I don't want to say anything negative about DJI. I think their products are excellent on the whole. I've had a DJI drone before, and I have met people at DJI through different Sony events and so on, and I do respect the company. And I am not the kind of person that likes to complain about anything. I like to try to be the kind of person that is gracious and gives leniency and understands and is without judgment as much as possible. In this case, I just wanted to share with you, just in case you are considering purchasing an Osmo Pocket or a DJI a DJI product, that you could be aware of some things. One, of their refund and replacement policies. Make sure you know them and that you're okay with them before you make the purchase. They're not like a lot of other companies where it's just like, 30 days, 2 months, whatever, we'll just replace the product for you or we'll give you a refund. It's not like that. Two, they have a lot of delays in their response times right now. So I don't know what they've had to change due to COVID-19, but if you're going to be on the phone, prepare for a wait. Hopefully that's better now. But in July, there was a long wait. Email is possibly the best way to go. And be aware that I received misinformation. I'm just going to go with that. I think that the person who first answered my phone call and said that I couldn't get a refund, he was thinking that from his department, if he issued a refund, remotely, and I sent my product back, that with whatever way that he does it from his end, that they would receive it and think that I had damaged it, and so that they couldn't give a refund. That's my guess. I have no idea, but I have since responded again to DJI when they've given me their email response that I can't get a refund now because it's been more than 7 days. I responded and I explained what happened, and I said, no, this isn't really fair. I still want to request a refund because this is what happened. It was your staff member that told me that I had to go through this process. And they responded again with, oh, I totally understand. That's really sad, but it's been more than 7 days. And so I've responded again, and that's where we're at right now. It's just basically a stalemate, and I'm pretty much out my $500. But so be aware of that. Be aware that if you do receive a damaged product and you get a replacement, that it's a long process. So if you need something quickly, I was hoping to use the product for, sorry, I see that my stream is stuttering a little bit again. If you're hoping to use the product right away, you might not want to take a chance on a refurbished product, or you might not want to take a chance at all, given that it might be 6 weeks to replace it. So, yeah, do you have any questions? I'm just going to check the chat here. I hope you don't mind me sharing my story. I hope that it helps you, and I hope that I can get some use out of this cool little camera, but I'm not sure. I mean, the audio is not very good, so I have to use an external mic for my purposes. I also find the scroll wheel and stuff on it kind of difficult to use, and I see that there's all sorts of accessories that you can buy to make this thing work. But once I buy all the accessories, it's just as big as my Canon M50 and harder to use. So it doesn't really make sense for me. I just want something, to grab and go. I might try a GoPro. I have heard good things, again, from Tim Day. And I think actually that John might use it for his fishing vlogs. So I'm going to check the chat. Michael says to make sure that you send them this link so that they are aware of their poor support. Actually, I did. I sent it in a couple emails previous that in our conversation, and I said, look, I'm going to have to review this. I am on YouTube, just so that you know, and here's the link to the video, and there was no response. So I don't know if they're going to watch it, but yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Send a letter higher up, Rose says, the management chain, saying that I love to give good reviews and recommend good products. You know what? It's a good idea, Rose. I would like to be in further communication with them. So thank you. I mean, maybe my next email will be, could I please speak to someone higher up and have a conversation with them? Amin said that they bought it and sold it after a few weeks. Yeah, it's not for everybody. Dispute it, Sandy says, with my credit card company. That is definitely a good idea. I like that. And Jean says post it on Twitter too. Poor Tim says he's only killed 3 Osmos. Piper Dude, is that a Chinese company? It is definitely an Asian company. It is, let's see. Does anybody know? I think so. I couldn't tell you 100% for sure. I mean, it's definitely Asian writing up here. And I did know at one point, but just at the moment, it escapes me. So I don't want to say yes for sure. But they have the contact. The place that I sent my replacement unit to was California. And they have other places around the world where they have, departments. Emin says that, yes, it's a Chinese company. So I am one of those people that I am really friendly. I love people. I love interacting with people. I like to be kind to people. I like to always go for the highest integrity that can possibly do. I'm one of those people that I want to do the right thing, even if it's behind closed doors, or if it doesn't even matter. No consequences, not going to hurt anybody. But for me, still, I want to do the right thing. And so it does actually upset me quite often when you see not dealing with honesty or with fairness and that sort of thing. So I feel like we should have a voice, and that's okay, and that we should continue in respectful communication and get things done. So I'm going to end the live stream here, and I hope that you guys are all well. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments for me, and I'd be happy to try and answer them. And have a good day, guys. Thank you. Bye.